When talking about digital health systems, standardized data is the backbone. When Ayush practitioners diagnose a patient in India, they use the traditional terminology for the same, regarding which the Government of India has developed a portal called Namaste, which is an acronym for National Ayush Morbidity and Standardized Terminologies Electronic. The introduction of the Namaste system into the modern digital ecosystem has resulted in a critical challenge, a language barrier. While our Ayush practitioners are recording a diagnosis like Sandhi Gatavata, the rest of the global and national health system, from insurance companies to research institutions, are listening for the term osteoarthritis. They are listening for a term from a completely different system, the International Classification of Diseases, which is developed and published by the World Health Organization. This creates a fundamental disconnect as the vital data from our traditional medicine practitioners becomes isolated, locked in a system that the wider world cannot understand. And to address the same, we have come up with a solution which we call Namaste Bridge, which can be used as a plug and play option in the existing EMR or EHR systems with compliance along the 2016 EHR Standard of India and the fourth release of Fast Health Interoperability Resource (FHIR) built by HL7 Standard, which will enable practitioners to document insights from both traditional and biomedicine terminologies, therefore facilitating Ayush insurance claims. Besides this, our project directly addresses a key strategic initiative of the Ministry of Ayush as stated in the Rajya Sabha on 12th of August 2025 regarding the application of artificial intelligence in Ayush systems, which highlights the ministry's work on ICD-11 and dual coding to ensure global interoperability. Now, considering traditional diagnosis, we will be dealing with terminologies from Unani, Siddha, and Ayurveda, sources of which will be from files provided by Namaste portal and the WHO terminologies of Ayurveda. The respective platforms provide latest revisions of these terminologies, which our service will ingest and generate a so-called code system, which is an FHIR compliant resource and will be used to declare the terminologies and contents of the codes we will be generating. After generation of the code system, our service will fetch the latest international classification of diseases from the WHO ICD API, of which the 11th revision is the latest as of now in September 2025. Now begins the process of mapping, in which all the entries of the code system we just generated will be populated on a vector database. What that means is that each term from the code system and ICD terminology will get processed through a language learning model to generate vector embeddings for the same. Now, storing these vectors in a vector database is like populating them on a coordinate system. Now, having this set up, we can apply various methods to query similar data to find the terms with same semantic meaning, which we are here to do. We will use cosine similarity, which conceptually means the terms similar will be based on the angle between them, which means lower the angle, higher is the match, and higher the angle, lower is the match. It doesn't matter how long or short they are because we are looking for the same semantics. Now, based on this setup, we will have an API endpoint in our service that will return the mapped ICD and Namaste codes for autocomplete search and translate operations. And based on this mapping, we will generate a concept map which will depict the mapping of diagnosis for the FHIR server. Besides this, our service will accept FHIR bundles and can contain resources such as encounters, observations, conditions, etc. to facilitate dual coding. On top of these functionalities, our API will be protected by Aadhaar tokens, so only authorized entities can have access. Along this, we have a layer which will be dedicated to logging, so as to have audit-ready metadata about the requests. Now, when talking about impact of our implementation, it drastically simplifies clinical documentation for practitioners by allowing them to use familiar Ayush terms, provides an easy to use and plug and play API for existing hospitals and EMR vendors to achieve mandatory government compliance, which will save them significant development time and resources. Ministry of Ayush and researchers can unlock access to high quality standardized morbidity data for powerful analytics and research. It integrates India's rich traditional medical heritage into the mainstream digital health framework, preserving and validating this knowledge for future generations, and enables seamless Ayush insurance claims by providing globally recognized ICD 11 codes. This also boosts medical tourism by making Ayush treatment data universally understandable. Our solution allows Ayush and modern medical data to be analyzed together, enabling a single evidence based health strategy for India, working on which is a team of elite and dedicated 6 members, namely Faisal Hussain, Tafimul Haq, Sabha Mushtaq, Aman Ehsan, Muhammad Uzair, and not the least Muhammad Azim myself. With that, I would like to wrap up this session and hope you now have a great idea what this project is about.